everybody, it is Julie from Nobody's Beauty Guru, and today I am here with my June update and July introduction for my palette of the month. I do a 1 month 1 palette, trying to hit pan on 30 shadows for the entire year. I've decided not to do a complete update on all of the products that I'm rotating through because a lot of them are in other projects right now, and I just don't have progress to show you. Things rotate in, my mascaras rotate in and out, my foundations rotate in and out. They'll end up in empties eventually. I'm not gonna do like a makeup basket type of a thing. I'm just gonna focus on palettes from here out. I'm gonna let you know how I did with my June palette, introduce you to my July palette. Before that, I will show you one thing though. I did hit pan on Mary Luminizer, which I'm really excited about. You can see it right there in the middle. And I've been working on that, so I have moved another highlighter into my collection for my everyday makeup, but right now that one is done. I'm gonna put it aside now that I've hit pan on it, and that was one of my goals. But I'm gonna get into my palette of the month for June, and it was the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I really love this palette. It's the only Too Faced palette that I have. This is the only one that really excites me. I will admit, I went away for a couple weekends this month, which means I wasn't filming on weekends, which is when I would typically use this to do makeup. I also haven't been doing my makeup at work or in the morning or doing full faces. I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing like a Wet n Wild trio and an e.l.f. smudge pot because it's what's in my purse, and this is not something I'm gonna throw in my purse and use on the go. So I am going to amend the kind of palettes that I'm using for the summer because I'm realizing my summer makeup is like on the go, really minimal, and I don't reach for things like this. The progress on this is not fantastic. I did use it, but honestly, maybe 10 times, maybe. And so I didn't hit pan on anything, spoiler alert, but I did use it and I do want to show it to you. This is what it looks like now. Again, there's not going to be any pan. I do have a sizable dip up here in this cream shade. It's called Peaches and Cream. And then White Peach has one from the Brow Bone. This one I used to set my whole shadow. I used these as transition shades. I also used this as a crease shade. I used a lot of Luscious, which is where? A lot of Luscious, so there is a dip in that one. The peach ones I used a lot more than I thought I was going to. I used this green, again, a lot more than I thought I was going to. So I was really happy to really experiment with this palette. I do have a sizable dip over here in Tempting because that's what I used for my liner. I will give you guys a close-up, but just know I loved it. It's staying in my collection. I'm going to continue to use it. Just nothing too exciting for this month. So no pan to add to my pan totals for the year, but here's where I am. And I adore it. I can't wait to continue to use it, but it is a palette that I absolutely love. However, I'm going to use a different palette for the month of July, one that can actually just go in my purse, be pulled out, do really quick, simple, simplistic summer looks with it, and be happy with it. So that is what I am doing. I will be using the e.l.f. 10 Pan palette. This is in Nude Rose Gold. And I've only swatched one of these colors. The rest of these are all completely unswatched. You do have a couple mattes. You have a matte cream color, a matte like tannish color, and then this matte brown. And I like that because these all work. Those would be a brow bone or a setting powder, a transition color, a crease color. So you have some mattes and then you've got these beautiful shimmers. And I think these are going to be great for summer. I think this is a palette I can put in my pocketbook and go and use on the go. I can blend these out with my fingers. I can use 1 or 2 brushes and get a decent look. And I'm really excited to play around with this. Again, I've only swatched it, so it's going to be a good measure of how much I actually use. I'll give you guys a close-up, but I am looking forward to using these shadows, and I'm hoping that these cooler tones will help me actually use some products from other projects. So we'll see how that works. These are the colors. They're absolutely beautiful. I know I won't be reaching for this one, but other than that, I really like these colors, and I'm hoping to end up really enjoying this palette. So we will see at the end of July how I do with this, but I think this is a much more manageable palette for me and my makeup needs throughout summer. So we will see how we do. I know that the first 10 days of July I'm actually on vacation, and I anticipate being sweaty and by the pool and covered in tanning oil and not probably using this at all. But otherwise, I think I should be able to use this on the go and in general. We will see how I do at the end of the month, but summer for me is just not high makeup months for me. So that's been my update. I know not like the most exciting I hope you like the new format of really just saying goodbye to the old palette and introducing the new one. I think it makes a lot more sense for me, given all of the updates and panning projects that I have going on. Having this just be a 1 month, 1 palette update, I think makes a lot more sense. So hopefully you guys agree. If you liked this video, please do be sure to give me a big old thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.